So we are honored to have Yoni Assia here with us. Yoni is the co-founder and CEO of eToro, a leading social trading platform. Yoni is the member of the Young Presidents Organization. He is listed in several prestigious lists, such as the Financial News FinTech 40 ranking and FinTech Top 100 Influencers by City AM magazine. He holds a BSc in Computer Science and Management and MSc in Computer Science. If it's the first time you hear Yoni, you're in for a treat. Yoni, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Yoni Assia. I'm the CEO and founder of eToro. And what I wanted to do today is actually to give a very sort of wide overview of what we've been doing in eToro and a bit about where we're headed. So today, eToro has over 11 million registered users. We've actually signed up more than 1 million users already this year from 140 countries and have more than 450 million opened trades to date. We're regulated across both Asia, Europe, UK, and just recently launched in the US. So very excited about expanding our global presence. We started eToro with the vision of opening the global markets for everyone to trade and invest in a simple and transparent way. When I started eToro, we had a lot of discussions on whether we're a technology company or a financial services company. And that was before actually the term fintech became very popular. And it took maybe 3-4 years before basically we realized we're a fintech company, which basically means we're both a technology company and a financial services company. We've been innovating in this space since 2007, which means I'm getting older. We started with creating a visual trading platform. We created a couple of patents to show how you can simplify the access to the markets. So when we started eToro, it was really about that simplification. We wanted more people to participate in the global markets. We were the first company to actually create a web trader. Everything until then was a downloadable software. And then in 2010, we launched our social trading network called then the Open Book. And that was the first time where we enabled all of our users to basically show what they're doing. So every single user on eToro today presents their trading activity and everybody can see, follow, and automatically copy top traders from all around the world, which I'll show you in a second in the demo. In 2011 and 12, we also fell in love with Bitcoin. I started actually buying some Bitcoins for the company at $5 and $10, very luckily. And we fell in love with the technology of Bitcoin. And we started creating a protocol called Colored Coins on top of the Bitcoin protocol, because we wanted to use the Bitcoin blockchain to actually represent any type of financial asset. Now that was back in 2012, a bit premature, but closing now the loop together with Vitalik. We were the first regulated financial services company to offer Bitcoin trading in 2014, which enabled us to be very early to the game. This was just after Mt. Gox's failure. And on the platform itself, we've expanded copy trading to also enable thematic portfolios, which basically means people can actually invest in basket of stocks with basically no cost at all. Then in 2018, we launched the blockchain wallet, basically setting up eToro X as the blockchain arm of the company, and suddenly enable our users to actually transfer the crypto assets into a wallet and use that for basically payments to send and receive crypto assets from all around the world. And then in 2019, we launched eToro X, which is our crypto assets and tokenized assets exchange. And the unique part of what we're doing is really bridging between the world of traditional finance and what we believe is the next generation of finance, which is blockchain finance. And the real benefits of having tokenized assets, and again, for people who don't necessarily come from technology, sometimes it's hard to understand the uniqueness of a blockchain asset, and that is a technical feature that enables that asset to be transferable from anyone to anyone around the world 24/7. And when you deal with financial services, that's critical because we at eToro are connected to the largest banks in the world, yet it's extremely hard for us to move an asset from one bank account to another bank account unless it's dollars. So when you think about more complex assets that eToro today has, it's very hard to transfer them because it's not about technology, it's about a very old process. The big challenge between the old world and the new world is that they don't really connect. The traditional world of finance, of course, is a huge world. It's $140 trillion of assets. And with everybody in crypto super excited about crypto springs and the awakening now, it's still only $350 billion market cap for the entire crypto industry. We believe that this technology will actually be the basis of new finance, and that we're going to see trillions of dollars actually moving from traditional assets into blockchain assets. And that's our role here, is to build that bridge to connect between the worlds. And that bridge is around tokenization. We believe that an asset, any type of financial asset, once it's actually described and built as a blockchain asset, creates much better transparency, much better traceability, much better price formation, and actually freedom for the users who use those assets to move them just based on technology and not based on permissions. And tokenization is the process of taking something like the dollar, the euro, gold, oil, basically any type of traditional financial asset, and creating a token that represents it. Today we have at eToro 12 different stablecoins. So we've launched basically the top 10 fiats, including gold and silver, and now they trade on eToro X. So on eToro X you can trade both traditional crypto assets, very similar to other crypto exchanges, but you can actually trade those crypto assets versus gold and silver and euro and pound and yuan and ruble. And that's really the unique part of what we're building with eToro X, is not only an exchange for crypto assets, but it's an exchange for crypto assets and tokenized assets that represent traditional financial assets. And this is for us only the beginning. Again, it's very easy for us to tokenize things like fiat and commodities, which are very straightforward. We definitely see an interesting opportunity in also tokenizing assets like stocks, like fixed income, and enable them to trade on the eToro X platform. And of course, we see limitless opportunities around creating things like art, property, intellectual property, and basically new type of assets that traditionally aren't traded on exchanges or at all. What I wanted to do now is switch very quickly to a demo. The guy there is supposed now to switch to a demo. Yes. Okay, so just very quickly, what you can see here is basically a user in eToro, and really the unique part is that you can trade basically assets from all around the world. So you can look at stocks, for example, and trade stocks from all of the various exchanges in the same platform where you can trade cryptocurrencies. And we think that's very important because we have seen the immense growth in cryptocurrency interest. So people from all around the world came to eToro to trade crypto, and in a lot of cases, it was actually people's first trade. So people actually bought Bitcoin, before they have ever invested in stocks. And that's quite interesting because that means that crypto for a new generation became basically the entry into the market. But if you want to have a proper investment account, you should always diversify and not be exposed only to crypto assets, obviously, which are very high risk and very volatile asset. Now, for each basically asset on the eToro platform, there's a feed where you can see people from all over the world discussing the price of Bitcoin or news around Bitcoin, and then whenever you want to trade, you simply trade an amount, and you can trade it very fast. Now, the unique part in eToro is the fact that it's a social network where you can actually see people from all around the world and see their performance. And so this is a trader from Hong Kong. You can see his performance this year. And then for every person in eToro, you can actually see what they're trading and then copy them. So for example, you can see that this guy is trading 57% in crypto and 42% in stocks, and you can actually see his entire portfolio allocation. And then if you want to copy him, you just click copy, and it's exactly the same way as you'd invest in stock or in crypto. You can actually copy someone else, which means that every time he trades, it will trade automatically in your account at the same time and the same price. Now, we've expanded on that to our clients to also enable them to invest in basket of stocks. And I'll just give one quick example because it's very related to everything we're seeing recently in the crypto industry, and that's Libra. So obviously, everybody that was involved in crypto knows about Facebook's new cryptocurrency. A lot of people are saying that the new rush is coming from that launch and legitimization that Facebook has brought basically to the entire crypto industry. So this is just a very quick example. Those are the members of the association. There's 28 members of the association. Actually, 13 of them are public companies. So if you think that Libra actually will have a financial impact, positive impact on the companies that are actually involved with Libra, you can actually with one click invest in a portfolio that's equally weighted with all of the public companies that are involved in the Libra project. And that's again a great example of how we connect between the traditional markets and the new cryptocurrency markets. We can go back to the presentation now. Now, in addition, we've launched the wallet, which is very exciting to us because it's a multi-blockchain, multi-signature on-chain service. And the on-chain here is, for me personally, very exciting because it's the first time that we actually created a product where our users can actually see their balances on the wallet or can actually go to a block explorer to actually see their balances in eToro. And that's very unique. And the reason that's unique, it means that our users can actually verify that they hold the assets on eToro with a third party in real time. And when they move assets, they can actually see it as well on the blockchain. On the eToro wallet today, we also have our own tokenized assets, so you can actually convert in the wallet, so you can actually have the assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, EuroX, etc. And for every single asset, you can actually convert to all other assets. So now that we'll be launching USDX, EuroX, PoundX, GoldX, etc., that means that with a very simple interface, you can actually convert between 10 different fiats, commodities, and all of the various crypto assets, basically seamlessly and on-chain. I'll jump ahead to eToro X. So eToro X is our crypto asset exchange. Again, coming from finance, we love the concept of an exchange because it creates basically transparent price formation. So a lot of people want to understand where are prices of crypto coming from, and the simplest way, it's basically market demand and supply. And the way to show that is to actually show it on an exchange where people can actually see the order books. Now, within our exchange, we actually have the 12 stable coins, the same ones that are also on the wallet, so people can actually buy assets on the eToro trading platform, move them into the wallet, and then move them into the exchange to basically trade directly crypto assets on the exchange. And all of those assets on the exchange basically have very significant books because, again, we come from our experience. What we've done is we've connected basically interbank connectivity of the prices of dollars and euros and pounds and yens into a crypto exchange, so suddenly you can actually trade Bitcoin versus 10 other fiats with spreads that are as low as the traditional finance. In a lot of the cases, for example, if you want to trade XRP to Australian dollar, you can maybe find 1 or 2 exchanges in the world that does that, and suddenly on eToro X, we've created a much wider coverage of stable coins towards all of the different crypto assets. So this is a very sort of quick overview of where we are today. Our core social trading platform that really disrupts the way people invest. Then we saw in the past 3 years over 500% growth in the company, a lot coming from the crypto community. So we've taken a lot of effort to actually build more tools for the crypto community, including the wallet and the exchange, so we can actually build more and innovate more within the blockchain industry. Thank you very much.